We still have our alert day in place on this Wednesday as we are seeing a lot of rain out there and even a little bit of ice pellets have been coming down throughout the day. We are going to be looking at these conditions to last into the back half of our Wednesday, so we will keep that alert day and also keep you updated here with this forecast. So let's dive right into it. We've had quite a few winter weather advisories into southeast Michigan, and we did have one earlier for Williams and Fulton County. You can see that has expired, still though holding on to that winter weather advisory for Lenawee, Monroe, and Hillsdale counties. That's going to go until 8 p.m. this evening. But they're not the only ones that are seeing, well, issues with this storm. It's going to be our friends even further north into Michigan, and then on the other side of Lake Michigan, you can see northern Illinois and even into Wisconsin. They also have those watches and warnings that are out. Actually, that darker purple that you're going to find there, kind of that more royal purple, I should say, that is going to be that ice storm warning. So this is going to be the belt you can see of all that icing that we're anticipating from the storm. We are going to be on the edge with some rainfall cutting in, and then that bright pink color, that's going to be your winter storm warning. So that's where we're going to see the snow side of this system. So far many of us are very lucky that a lot of this system is north of here, though they're definitely going to have some impacts up there. Now, radar satellite, it's been very colorful for us today. We have green with that heavier rainfall, and then we have that pink and purple color. So a lot of reports that we've seen from that pink and purple color has been ice pellets, and also we have seen some glazing on some of our local trees. We saw even a few images sent in on that WTOL 11 weather app. Further north, though, you are going to find some snowfall that's going to be coming down just into the middle portion of the mitten. And then I'm turning my attention to the west. We still have even some thunderstorms just north of Indianapolis, rainfall rolling through Chicago currently, and then that wintry mix north of it. That is all going to have to slide further east, meaning that we are not done with wet weather as we head into the later half of our alert day. Looking outside, though, always keeping an eye, because we are going to find that it's mainly just rainfall that we have here on our fifth third bank cam. It's pretty cloudy. You can see some of the raindrops on the lens kind of blurring that vision. So far, the roadways you can see here on Summit Street hasn't been too much of a problem for folks. Another location that I'm watching is bridges and overpasses. So here we are in Maumee. A very similar setup. We have that rainfall coming down, and as far as traffic, looks like everybody's moving at posted speeds. Of course, still be mindful of those bridges and overpasses, because you're going to have that cold air that's able to shoot above and below the overpass, allowing for it to cool out. So that means then icy conditions like what we're working with, of course, bridges and overpasses are going to be victim to that cold air. So make sure you keep an eye to those surfaces. Trees, they're a little bit higher, so elevated surfaces as well. Just something that the icing concern is going to exist. That, though, is mainly going to be northwest of the metro, because on the hour-by-hour forecast, you will find that we have a lot of that freezing rain, wintry mix that's setting up. So that's going to be through southeast Michigan, right along the state line, but we do still have that rainfall. Though it's a cool rain, it's at least where we're finding temperatures above the freezing mark. So as we go throughout the afternoon, you're going to find that we do have that wintry mix. It does start to push up as that warmer, well, more mild rain, I should say, that's going to continue to push further north. It'll be heavy and steady at times, but it will start to push in and further north into southeast Michigan as we head into this evening and overnight. So by Thursday morning, a lot of the system's done. There'll still yet be a little bit of lingering precipitation, but nothing widespread like what we're working with in today's forecast. Of course, though, we will have that hour-by-hour forecast tomorrow, and keeping an eye to conditions on the WTOL 11 weather app. That's why you're going to want to give that a download, so then you can keep an eye to radar. But another great feature is that we had Anne. She used the WTOL 11 weather app, took a picture of her trees there in Lipstick, showing off all that ice that she's picked up already today, and then send it to us. So we're able to go and see those current conditions right at your home, and all you have to do is send that through the app. You can just hit that more button and allow you to submit that photo. So make sure you're using all the tools in the WTOL 11 weather app. It is a free download, so you're going to want to have that working all day long for, of course, those radar checks, sending photos, and of course those forecast videos that we have. Now, one thing that's going to be really interesting with this storm is the temperatures. They're in the driver's seat here between the rain and the wintry mix. So you will find temperatures in the Toledo area to be warming up through the mid-30s. So that means that we'll mainly hold on to rain south of the border. Of course, further north, temperatures could be a little bit cooler, so that's where we're going to be watching for that wintry mix. As we head overnight, not much of a cool down. Temperatures should hold right above that freezing mark, and then you can see that we do have a big jump tomorrow. We're going to be watching a surge of warmer air to be moving through the state. Some of us further south, maybe Hancock County, Wyandotte County, you're going to find temperatures well above that 57 degrees. But on average, many of us are just going to be seeing those 50s. Southeast Michigan, you're going to be falling short of a mild day like that. So just the cooler air locked in a little bit further north, but everybody will have chilly conditions as we head into our forecast for tomorrow. Now, the next 4 days, you are going to find just the alert day for today with that heavier rain, the wintry mix. We do have on Thursday the mild temperatures. However, it will be windy to be bringing in that air, also representing that little bit of a lingering chance for that precipitation. As we go into Friday, cold front comes through, knocks those highs down to 30 degrees. So we will be below freezing on Friday. It's going to be a chilly one, though we will have some partly sunny conditions to go along with that cooler feeling. Now Saturday, we'll have a little more cloud cover, but those temperatures do start to warm towards 40 degrees. Now that extended forecast, you are going to find that we do have, well, the first 4 days, but thankfully a dry weekend to go with it. Temperatures are also going to be working their way up during this time to where we have 53 degrees by Monday. However, we have a system to go with it, some rain and wind. As we go through next week, you'll see still quite a few rain chances existing in our forecast as temperatures hold steady into the 40s. Again, though, on this alert day, make sure you stay updated right here on WTOL 11 Plus and on the WTOL 11 weather app.